I'm Fox 17 meteorologist Greg Bobus taking a look at the forecast for us here. We've gone code red for this afternoon. We had a few showers and storms overnight. We'll take a look back at who had the rain and who's just been kind of sitting pretty here this morning. But the afternoon going to be a little more unsettled. Noon to 8 p.m. That's a time frame here to see some storms that will move in. It's not rain for everyone. These are going to be very small pop-up hit-and-miss storms that could pack a punch. Damaging wind and spin-up tornadoes are the reason that we are in a code red threat. Now, this is not a guarantee we get either of these that are going to happen, but some of the ingredients are absolutely in place for it. 1, it feels really humid outside. 2, we're dry and we're getting some bursts of some sunshine. And 3, we're going to be well into the 90s and bring in the remnants of what was Hurricane Beryl. All those together are not going to work well when it makes our forecast come together. It's going to be a little unsettled. Taking a look, this was the overnight. We had some showers and thunderstorm activity. That died down pretty quickly after sunrise, and now it's moved out of here for now. But that's the big key for now. So let's take a look at the big picture. This is what's left of Beryl. You can kind of tell, still has a little bit of a comma shaped here, a little bit of circulation with it. It has died down significantly overnight, and now it will re-strengthen a little bit here due to the heating of the day. Taking it down to the Gulf. This is the Houston area. And then right along the Gulf Coast, all the red boxes are areas that have less than 70%, or I should say more than 70% of people that are living there. Customers have no power right now. They're going to have heat index values above 105 to 107. Then you look toward the north and to the east. Power outages don't get as expansive, but you can see the exact path that Beryl's taken so far, and now it's knocking on our doorstep near the Memphis area. We're not going to get the actual bulk of this system moving in toward us when it comes to that still pretty well-defined area of the strongest thunderstorms that could be seen. That's going to go off to our north and to our west. However, going to get enough of a push here to activate those other things we talked about, the heat, the humidity, and the sunshine. Moves all the way out toward the Great Lakes by the time we're done with tomorrow. Someone else's problem after today. 82 degrees, that's our temperature right now, on the way to 95. It quickly warms. Look at the map. Green areas are in a level 1 out of 5 for severe weather. The higher the number, the more likely you are to see numerous severe thunderstorms. So the green category means maybe 1 or 2 stronger storms. Yellow means there could be a couple of them that are out there. Doesn't mean they're going to be stronger. It means we could see more of them that become severe this afternoon. And we see it right here on Future Track. Noon, remember, noon to 8 o'clock. That's the ballpark we're sitting in. Takes us into 1, 2, and 3 o'clock. Most of the thunderstorm activity in the yellows and oranges popping up where the yellows and oranges were in our severe weather outlook. So this is holding true. Now, this does not mean that 1 or 2 of these storms late in the day can't become on the stronger side. It's more likely the more north and west we go from Nashville on toward the southern Kentucky state line. So here we are with our 3 threats. I've elevated a spin-up tornado threat just a little bit for us here leading into the afternoon, just a little bit. It's not, again, in the severe category where we're talking about outbreaks here. And the types of tornadoes we're going to see, we'll mention in a moment. Spin-up is a real key to this whole thing. Wind and flooding, possible, but also not very high on the scale. So what is a spin-up tornado? I mean, we've all seen those lines of cold front thunderstorms that move in, and you can get the rotation and the red and the green on the radar, and we think we might be seeing something. You get the tornado warning, and then minutes later, something actually does begin to develop. These form like that, where you might even get a radar indication because the scans happen every 5 to 7 minutes of any rotation at all. Then we see it in one radar scan, it gets a warning, and by the time the next one comes around, it's already gone. These are on the ground for a couple of miles at best usually. They're usually EF0 in strength, meaning the least damaging of type of tornado. But this is the part that's not good. You get little warning. It can still damage property. It can still be very dangerous when it comes to personal health. You cannot be outside or anywhere near these. You need to be in your safe spots. So with a little warning, you got to be a little diligent yourselves later today and watch out for any incoming black clouds, anything that looks a little bit darker. Have ways to get alerts. Fox 17 code red weather app will give it to you no matter what county you are in and only for your county. Let's talk heat and humidity. We have dew points in the 70s. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. I don't even care if you're in the shade today. If you don't get any rain, you can't avoid this. We're going to have heat index values that take us to 97, 98 degrees in the next 2 hours or so. We're up above 100 into the afternoon, and we'll stay there all the way until we get close to sunset. Any showers or storms we see that do move in will knock down the heat and humidity just a touch, but not a lot. 95 will be your actual air high temperature. 87 degrees tomorrow, 90 on Thursday. We will stay dry from Thursday through Saturday, but we crank up the heat again as we go into the upcoming weekend.